Larry Austin started playing the piano when he was just 4 years old. He's classically trained. He opened his custom cabinet business 42 years ago, and the Loganville man has always worked with his hands. He told our Caitlin Ross nothing is going to stop him.
That was a song I wrote for Dorothy a month after we were married in 1977.
Larry has been playing Dorothy's song for 45 years. But it doesn't sound the same anymore.
Sorry, I hear mistakes. I keep practicing, try to get better and better.
When he sat down at the piano this Christmas Eve, he was surrounded by his family.
I always played this song first as an honor to my wife. And when I was playing it, I was so happy that I could, but I was so angry of the accident that I caused.
The accident that nearly cost him Dorothy's song, that could have cost him his life.
I had these two forces just pounding inside my head, fighting. And it was very emotional, and tears were streaming down. My grandson came in and gave me a big hug. It meant so much. Sorry.
It meant so much to be back at the piano because Larry didn't know if he could ever get there again.
It's like coming home.
He didn't know if he would ever get back in his shop again.
I was glad to be there. I mean, that's where I spend every day. It was a little emotional, but I wanted to get right to work.
Larry was in his shop last summer working on a custom cabinet when a saw sliced his middle finger, pointer finger, and thumb clean off his hand.
I just went into shock. I wasn't thinking correctly, you know.
The first thing he thought was to call his wife, who told him he had to rush to the hospital. He was airlifted to Augusta, where the surgeon told him there were no guarantees.
He told me how he sewed nerves together that are the size of a human hair, and he sewed many of them together, so I would have movement and I would have feeling.
That don't look very hard.
For the past year, he has been working to get that movement, that feeling back.
When my hand was cut, I lost muscle memory, and that's where your hand automatically knows what to do.
Even if you have to hold it with your other hand and do it.
He works with his wife 4 hours each day to rehabilitate his hand, to learn how to make his cabinets, create his music.
Because I have perseverance and drive, and I'm going to get my hand back through hard work.
He's made adjustments to make it work, like how he holds a board, or how his fingers hit the keys.
When I hit a note, it hits the note just south of the key I want. And so I had to rearrange my position on the keyboard to make my left hand play like I needed it to. And that was very complex and also very frustrating. I never counted the stitches in this.
As difficult as his recovery has been, Larry knows it could have been much worse if it wasn't for his wife.
When the blade came down, you can see the scar would have gone right through here, and they would have cut this finger off. My wedding ring actually saved my finger. I like to turn it to where people can see that because I'm proud of it.
And proud of how far he's come.
I've learned that I have more stamina, more determination and drive than I thought I did. Because I'm not going to give up on this hand. I'm going to get it back one way or another.
Doctors have been blown away by Larry's improvement, but he knows he still has a long way to go. When the surgeon reattached his hand, he told him it would likely take 2 years for him to fully heal. But Larry told me he's not afraid of putting in the hard work.